Good morning, everyone. Hello and welcome to a meditation a day that's brought to you every day by Enlightened World Network. Today is Wednesday, so we take you on a little journey, a little excavation, if you would. And my co-host today is Jean Lorio. Hello, Auntie Jean.
I'll try not to move so I don't disappear.
Yeah, you might get the disappearing act here. But that's okay. We're already dealing with technology problems here. And so we're just going with it. I understand that we've gone into Mercury retrograde, and Mercury does affect our electronics and transmissions. So we're just going to allow whatever happens to happen. And we're going to ask for whatever angel is in charge of communication. I believe that's Gabriel. We're going to ask that angel to make sure that whatever needs to be heard, whatever the angels want to bring forth today, is heard over the air. So thank you all for joining with us. Jean, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, thank you. And welcome, everybody.
So the way this works is we just call in the angels, which I will do in just a minute. And then we see where they take us. We don't have anything planned. So
please believe us, we don't have anything planned.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. It's just all done in the flow, in the moment. Whatever those angels inspire for us to see in our mind's eye, that's what we speak. And we tell you everything that we're seeing. If we see it together, if one of us sees it and brings it through, ever how it works is absolutely perfect. So we invite you to go along with us on this journey. Welcome to everybody that's finding us. And let's just take a collective breath. Let's just breathe in deeply into the lungs and release that energy back out, allowing your body to start to relax. And on your next breath in, envision that breath is coming directly from Source, Creator, God, ever how you want to address that highest being that exists. Just allow the energy to flow to you and into your heart center. Feel yourself immersing in that energy and breathe it back out gently. And just continue with that thought form of receiving beautiful energy from our Creator. And as you continue to breathe slowly, focusing on the love you're feeling, I'm going to call in our beautiful angels to surround us. So wherever you are, just feel into the energy that comes into you as we call in Archangel Raphael, coming in from the east, the place of new beginnings, where everything starts. Raphael comes in with the energy of air. If you feel a slight breeze or air movement, that's Raphael making himself known to you. Raphael is the healing angel. So as he comes in, you may feel a warmth, you may feel movement in one or more of your chakras as he comes in and just is there to heal in any way that is needed. And then we move to the east and we invite in Archangel Michael. Michael comes in with the energy of fire. So if it starts to get a little hot where you are, that's Michael showing up with his beautiful presence, his protection, his guarding energy, making this a very sacred space for you to be immersed in. And then we go to the west. And the west is Archangel Gabriel coming in with the energy of water, helping to clear up and clarify anything that we want to know, whatever it is that we put out there to the universe and ask a question. Gabriel inspires us with a thought or brings someone to speak that thought to us of the answers to whatever we want to know or need to know in our lives. And now we go to the north, Archangel Uriel, bringing in the energy of earth, grounding, balancing, centering. Feel the roots coming out the bottom of your feet, going down into Mama Gaia, connecting in with that beautiful crystalline energy that helps us to know we are safe, know that we're taken care of and nurtured, that our Earth Mother is always wrapping her arms around us, holding us close, letting us feel her presence, giving us everything we need to survive in these human bodies. Also from the earth, we have Archangel Sandalphon, bringing up that crystalline grid, helping us to feel those very powerful portals of energy as that opens up for us to explore. And up above, we have Archangel Metatron, bringing in the crystalline grid from the ethers and helping us to know that we are connected in to the entire galaxy. We're not limited in where we are. We invite in Divine Mother, all the masters, especially Kuan Yin. I feel very present here today. And any of our ancestors and spirit guides that want to be present, we welcome you. Let's take a moment together and feel in that powerful energy that has entered our space and see where it's going to take us today. Whatever comes to your mind, maybe it's an image, a word, a feeling, just go with it. Just welcome it and explore it. And as we sit in silence for just a moment, I can already feel Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel will help us to know what's needed in this very moment. So stay present with us. We can shut out any distractions and just listen to what the angels have to say. That's what we're going to do for the next few minutes and see where they take us on this journey. Noticing our angels have such a beautiful sense of humor. I love it when they put an image into my mind that makes me smile or giggle. And what I'm seeing right now is a bouncing red rubber ball. I don't know why. I just go with whatever those angels show and ask them for clarity on what that might be all about. Ooh.
I see a river,
Mm.
and above the river, the branches of a huge tree. Huge.
Kind of like the tree that we have in the background. A gumbo limbo tree, which is very unique and rare. And as far as I know, it's only in the state of Florida. It's protected. So I feel that energy of protection that they're showing.
Yes. Because it doesn't have a lot of leaves. It's got different array of branches. With the river flowing into the mountains or out of the mountains. I can't tell which. The sun is shining behind it. I think it's flowing out of the mountains, down from the sun. beautiful sunlit water. Don't see a bouncing ball, Teri.
Well, the ball is helping us to flow with whatever comes forward. So if you can imagine that bouncing ball starts at one point, which you were seeing the tree. That's our starting point. So invite everyone to hold a vision of a tree in your mind. The tree is so important to us on this earth plane. That's what I'm hearing, that through that tree, we have life-giving oxygen. It's one of the ways that our Mother Earth helps us to be able to survive in this environment. It goes right along with whatever we need, we're given. We're nurtured, we're protected. Tree also can give protection, can give shade. And its roots communicate underneath the ground. So that's our starting point. And then we see the river that's flowing. So we have the beautiful energy of air, the oxygen from the tree. We have the water, which is our clarity. And another element that we need to survive is the water. So it feels like they're showing us something about our safety and security, knowing that we're taken care of. So many times that sense of safety is shaken. So many times when we see loved ones moving on from their physical body, going on to their next adventure through spirit, we have that knowingness that we're not always going to be here on this earth plane. So sometimes our sense of security is shaken. And if we just remember that we're only here for a minute, but while we're here, we do have everything we need. All our needs are met.
I feel like the tree needs the water so much to live. And the sunlight on the water, to me, it's like a river spirit coming from the divine
The water's bright.
and giving us life.
Yeah, that elemental energy, it feels like that's where we're going today. Just seeing the elementals at play with the tree, with the water, with the sunshine glistening. See that in your mind's eye. See the glistening on the water. Sometimes it springs up out of the water, especially if it hits against a rock or the side of the bank of the river. See the glistening energy. Let it cover you.
The tree is saying, this is what I need. This is all I need. And now I can shelter the birds, the little animals.
I think all trees are beautiful. This one especially that we're being shown is huge. Give it a hug. Wrap your arms around this tree. Say thank you. How many times out in nature do we really just stop and show gratitude? We just take for granted sometimes that we're going to have the air that we need to breathe, that we're going to have the water that we need to drink. And if we can stop and give gratitude for everything that helps us to survive, it increases our energy. It increases the love that's flowing out into the world because it raises our vibration as it gives the positive ions into the world. It helps the energy to be a frequency that is conducive to living in peace and harmony. That's what I'm feeling right now, is harmony among the trees, the waters, all of nature.
Such peace, such peace and contentment.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Gabriel wants us to focus on, is that energy of just being. When we stay present with each moment, we don't fall back into anything that has taken place in our past, and we don't fret about what might take place ahead of us. We just stay with the journey. Our journey to home in the heart, and the way that we're living, whatever we're experiencing, that is home. It's not a destination at all. It's that every moment that we live, that's the journey.
You know, it's like the tree is just being beautiful and loving in its perfection. And it's bringing in all the little birds, all the little creatures. Doesn't really do all that much except be in its beauty, and it's bringing them all in. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, Jean, and that's all that's required of us. Just be. Sometimes we think that all these things that we're doing, all the busyness of life, is what we're supposed to be caught up in here in this experience. We try to pack everything that we can into the moments of our life, when really we're just asked to be, to allow, to let spirit speak through us and to us. And that's what the tree does. It just knows that all it has to do is allow.
It's like it's tapped into that sacred water, and it says, I'm here, I'm life. And they come.
We invite all of you to feel that energy right now, to let it wrap around you as you wrap your arms around the tree. Envision it's giving you a hug back. The trees are energy. They're alive. They're a living, breathing thing here on our earth plane. Let's just receive right now from the tree. You know, years ago, I discovered one of our teachers that's present with us on earth. His name is Eckhart Tolle. And he teaches about the stillness. And one of the things that he invites us to do is to sit with a tree. Just sit with it and listen to the message that comes in. I feel like we need to do that now. Listen to whatever the message is that the tree is giving us today.
Tree is like a reservoir of history of Mother Gaia. If you cut it down, unfortunately, the rings will tell you how Mother Gaia has fared for years. I think it's telling us how important it is to take care of our earth. at least partly, and to be still, not to be so worried, to be still and let that flow from the divine fill us with life.
He is so wise. I'm hearing to walk softly on the ground. Let every footstep that you put down be a prayer of thanksgiving, a prayer of praise, of gratitude. I just saw some of the little elementals come and sit at the base of the tree, just like they're in school. It's like, all right, we're gathered, we're ready, teach us, teach us. And the tree does teach. It gives us so many lessons. The lesson of standing strong and firm against the winds that blow. Whatever storms come through, that tree is solid and it can take on a lot. It takes on those challenges. There's many things that might try to knock the tree down. Nature sometimes can be pretty tough. But as long as that tree knows its worthiness, knows its strength inside, it's going to withstand those storms on the outside.
And it keeps its roots deep in Mother Gaia and strongly pulling in that beautiful bit water from what I think is the divine. So it has a double strength that keeps it strong and safe.
I like that. I like that vision. And that's, I believe, the lesson that it really wants to get across to us today. When we have our roots in the ground, like Jean was saying, and we're rooted and grounded in who we are, that inner strength that's inside of us is what fortifies us against any challenge, any storm. We follow that red bouncing ball. You see that it goes up and down, and that's how life is. We have the ups and the downs. We have the mountaintop experiences that are so beautiful, and we can just sit there and take in the wonder of the world and the peace on the mountaintop. And then we have the times we go down into the valleys, and maybe it's time for another lesson, another wind to come through. So this whole message today is staying strong and firm in who we are, allowing the divine to flow through us. That's the river, Jean, that you were seeing. That beautiful river, and the sun shining, glistening on it.
We have no life without the river.
Yeah. And we know that from experiments that have been done, we know that when we speak positive energy into water, it changes. The water changes and shifts. And as we take that water into us, it changes us. It helps us in every way to be stronger. And if we look at the water as a representative of God, of Spirit, Holy Spirit especially, and we speak positive energy and welcome in that love and that light coming to us from divine source, it will change us. It will help us to be stronger and more fortified against whatever we experience. We're here for these lessons. We're here for the storms. We're here to learn how to adapt, but we're also here to love on each other, to shine the light for each other. And that's what the tree does also. The tree speaks to us as we look at it, as we say, teach us, show us. The tree shows us that steadfastness. See the little elementals now dancing around the tree. They're just celebrating life.
They look like butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
I see all flirting around the bottom of the tree.
Everything that's interacting with the tree, all of nature, the birds, the water, the elementals, they're all learning. It's a constant learning process here on Earth. We're going to be learning until we're out of here. And let's make the most of that. Let's interact with each other, but also with nature. Nature is where we ground. It's where we know that we're strong. We feel it when we're out in nature. We feel our feet touching the ground, touching the grass, taking in all the beauty of it. It's a reflection of us, of who we are.
Okay, trees don't move, but I see a whole bunch of other trees coming and surrounding this one tree. So they're a forest.
I love forest energy.
Yeah. And they're all reaching out to that water.
Yeah, it reminds me of one of the songs that I play a lot. Come to the water where you will find peace.
And light.
We'd love to hear your comments, what you're seeing. If you're sitting with this tree or just sitting in nature, what's happening where you are, where your spirit guides are taking you. I have felt Gabriel so strongly with this meditation, and I want to thank Gabriel for opening up the energy of water, of nature, of grounding, and Archangel Uriel for helping us to feel that solidness, that connecting cord in with our beautiful, divine Mother Earth. Hearing a song. You know, music is one of the ways that we connect in with spirit. It's one of the things that takes us on that journey of remembering, but also remembering our being, remembering who we are, what we're all about, and that beautiful love that flows into us. A great experience. The energy of the tree. Who knew that it's so wise? I think a lot of times we take the trees for granted. And I think that's another huge lesson for us, is to see their wisdom, to see their strength, to see their purpose. And we can also take that into each other when we look at someone else in our life. Sometimes we have a tendency to take them for granted, don't we? But if we really look and see what they're all about, their purpose, what they're here for, the divine plan that placed them in our lives, and just give that gratitude.
He disappeared.
It's okay. We are just going with the flow, just like what we've been shown from the angels with this meditation. Just go with the flow of it. And whatever happens, happens, and it's all perfect. When we can adapt that type of attitude in life, wow, miracles happen. Seriously. When you can go with the flow of whatever is happening and be like that tree, be strong, be rooted and grounded. And then whatever wave comes across, whatever wind or storm, lightning, thunder, whatever it might be that's crashing into your world, to stay in your strength of who you are and know that I can withstand anything. I'm that powerful. I'm that strong.
And the strength is fine.
Yeah,
You
it's
just have to use it.
It's not the human strength at all. It's that beautiful fortifying energy from earth, from the water, from all of nature, and from all of the divine, working together to help us live the best lives we can live. I always say we're here for a minute, just for a minute. Why not enjoy it? Life is too short for anger, to hold on to grudges, for any of that low vibration stuff. It's not important. It's really not. Sometimes we think it's huge. Sometimes those things that come our way, we think, oh, I can't deal with this. I can't handle this. And so we go off on a rant, or we hold energy inside that's so harmful to us, the anger and not letting go, not releasing it. We encourage you, if there's something that's coming your way that you're dealing with, it might look pretty huge. It might seem like it is, and many times it is in these human experiences. But always remember, this is temporary. We're only here for a minute, just like on the screen. We sometimes are here for a minute and then we disappear. That's showing us how short this experience in life is. And if we can just get into the energy of love and stay centered and balanced and know where our strength comes from, we'll be able to lighten up and have fun. Enjoy the time that you're on this earth plane. Enjoy the people in your life. I enjoy you so much, Jean, and thank you. Thank you for being with me today. And
our whole family is so wonderful. It's a miracle.
What a beautiful family we have. And thank you to all who joined us today. I see you. I see you, Grace Isis. I see you, Blue Jean, Christina, Charlie, Isabel, Patricia, and anyone else that has observed. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you're taking this energy in. We want to just thank the angels for coming in. And Blue has a message. Gabriel came with abundance of all things in the light. Joyous music and dance with much laughter from our Fae. The tree of life gave a lesson as above, so below. Much wisdom passed. You keep saying things right after I see them. Be of below so you can reach above. The Fae came, of course, with the brilliance of light in a snow with all colors, as each crystal comes as different and as the same as we are to one another. We glisten as gems of many colors. Blessings.
Amen.
Thank you for that message that Gabriel brought forth through you, Jean. Grace Isis says, trees. When the shadow of a tree is bent, straighten the tree, not the shadow.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful, Grace.
Beautiful wisdom. I love how the tree has inspired these messages and how Spirit is working among us. Thank you so much for being here. So much love to each and every one of you. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. Every day there's a message. Every day there's a meditation here on Enlightened World Network. We encourage you and invite you to tune in, and that whatever happens, happen. That the guidance of the angels of spirit just really speak to you and through you. And thank you to all that allowed that today, that allowed it to speak through you. Beautiful words of wisdom. And Jean, such beautiful words of wisdom from you as we sat together.
It was beautiful. And again, I didn't want to come out.
Yeah. Especially in nature.
I know.
When I meditate in nature, that's always such a beautiful place to be. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go back to the real world. But in the real world, this 3D world that our bodies are in right now, we can always pull that energy back to us. You can come to this tree at any time. You can sit by that water, listen to it. The water speaks to us to allow movement in our life, allow the energy to flow through us. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate you so much. And stay tuned to Enlightened World Network, where there's always something. There's always something happening. And later today, we will be back on with the Soul Food Book Club, if you'd like to join us with that. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. And namaste, y'all.